lost so much before. I'm not afraid to carry on. I have since I was young. You hold your breath for too long. You gotta let out the pain. You're holding on to heartbreak, and it's taking you away. So open your eyes, open your heart. Don't look back, the past is gone. Look at the sky, look at the stars, reminding us who we are. This is your time, and I know you're ready for it. This is your life, and I know you're ready for it. I know you're ready for it. You can't be scared to let me down, 'cause we're all sinners now. You can't be scared to hit the ground, it's where my strength was found. You hold your breath for too long. You gotta let out the pain. You're holding on to heartbreak, and you've got dreams to chase. So open your eyes, open your heart. Don't look back, the past is gone. Look at the sky, look at the stars, reminding us who we are. This is your time, and I know you're ready for it. This is your life, and I know you're ready for it. I know you're ready for it. This is your time, and I know you're ready for it. This is your life, and I know you're ready for it. She loves everyone before she meets them. Her words spoken free, no judgment beneath them. She dons a sundress in the dead of winter, but that's alright. She thinks pancakes are meant just for dinner, but that's alright. She takes her shoes off and runs to the water, and I don't ask why. She thinks rules are for interpretation, and I can't deny. Yeah, she sees the world so differently. She doesn't think before she speaks. I wish we all could have a try to see the world through her eyes.
Yo, welcome to another Hyperdrive Live trading session. I am your host, Coach CJ, and I'm excited for you to be here. We'll be live in a few moments trading the Nasdaq futures market using the hyperdrive system. If this is your first time trading with me, buckle up, because we trade a fast-paced but simple, color-coded, and highly efficient system I created to be in and out of the markets in 90 minutes or less. If after watching this session you want to learn this system, grab my hyperdrive instruction manual with the link in the description. You'll be added to our private community and receive 30 days of live trading for free on Zoom with zero delay. Before we start, do me a big favor and make sure you like, subscribe, and share this stream with others. I greatly appreciate that gesture of support. All right, the market is about to open soon, so let's get this session started. See you in 3, 2, 1. Enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Good morning to you guys. Let me know in the chat you guys can hear me all right. Give me some nines this morning. Some nines in the chat if you can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. What up, Jazzy J? What up, Emma? George? There's the nines. What's up, Sharif? Let me check YouTube as well. If you're watching on YouTube, let me know I'm coming through all right. Excellent. What's up, Lars? Good morning. We are live. Happy Monday. Today was a day where we're going to check to see how the market looked, just because we really don't have much news this morning. Some yellow folders later in the afternoon, but we're in alignment. So let's take a shot or two and see what happens, and then maybe we'll jump into a market review or some Q&A if there may be anything. But good morning to you guys. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We still got a few minutes before the market opens. We're approaching the high of the day. This was technically Sunday's high, yesterday's high. We're approaching that right now, and then we have a couple more bullish targets, not even 150 points away from there, 384, 388, and then the big one is up there at 20.045. So we're about to stretch the high of today, and then we'll go from there. Oh, market's not open yet, but we're getting some couple candles beforehand here. How was the weekend? Anybody do anything fun? Yeah, Rory pulled it out yesterday. I was a little worried when he missed that putt, because Justin Rose was having the weekend of the weekend of his career. He hasn't had a weekend like that in a while, finishing second. So I was a little nervous for him. But that was a really nice last hole. Good placement of his shots. So yeah. All right, we did just touch that high of yesterday. I put it in there as a daily target. So we just hit that, and we're rejecting off of that 250 area. We have 40 seconds for the market opens and alignment for buys. So that's what we're going to be looking for after our first 3 minutes. We don't want to pull back too deep into this, or we're going to be losing the one, which if we do, then that'll be that. As long as we stay in alignment, I'm going to be looking for an opportunity. We pull back to around the 200 area and settle around there for the first three. That'd be good. We can get in as a nice imbalance there on the 3 minute that we could play on. All right, market's open now. Pulling back to 200. We're going to wait this first 3 minutes, see what happens. People in Telegram, the link's in the same spot you guys found it. I haven't changed the location of it. Yeah, some people, what they do is they save the link and they don't go through the actual website. So if they just go to the website, then they'll be fine. If they save the link and they don't have access to it, then that means they don't have access to the sessions. What time is it? All right, we got 1 minute left. We're at that 200 level right now. I want to hang around here. Amy, you have to do your KYC. Dang. I wanted to hang around there a little, just another minute. That was a really good opportunity right there. Jumped up 25 points. So we got 40 seconds left here. When you log into your dashboard on TopOne Futures, KYC is it's called Know Your Customer. They have some prompts that they want you to do, your ID and stuff like that. So it won't be on TopStep. It won't be on TopOne X. It won't be on the X platform. You have to log into the actual dashboard. We got 15 seconds here. We are moving below 200, so if we don't close above it, I'm going to stay out of it. We close above it, I will take it. The 3, we're playing around. We close below it, so hang off on the 200 entry. Close below it, so hang off on the 200 entry. Gonna hang off on the 200 entry. Yeah, when you first log into your actual dashboard, I posted that link in the Telegram this morning. When I thought it was you, but maybe it was Emma. I always get you guys mixed up. No, it was you. So if you click that link that I sent this morning in response to you, it would take you to your TopOne Futures dashboard, and you should automatically be prompted to, when you sign in for the first time, you should automatically be prompted to do your KYC. It's just a picture of your ID and then a selfie. It takes like 2 minutes. All right, so 150, yes. 150 is a yes. 150 is a yes. If we can get a pull back down to there, I believe we will still have the 1 minute on our side. Let me just double check. Oh, we won't have the 1 minute on our side for that 150 entry. So our best bet is to close back above 200 here. It's projecting off of 175, which is exactly where the 1 minute is sitting at. Nice projection off of it. Might be a bullish engulfing candle closing back above it on the 1. We still have 1:10 left in this candle here on the 3. Now we're rejecting off of 200, so we're sandwiched between 75 and 200 right now, with a lot of sellers wicks coming off of this daily target, and we might lose the 1 minute. All right, we lost the 1. feel like 150 might be a play. We'll see, but I'm not taking it. Obviously, we just lost the 1 minute. I'm just talking out loud just because it's an imbalance right here and deeper retracement. We would need to go higher high and get the one back, but right now we're in a stalemate, so no trades, no entries, no nothing. Just check out the flip side of this. 0.72 is the low here. Waiting for the indicator to pop up. Oh yeah, okay. So we just need to put in a lower low here around the 70s and we will flip. So we'll keep an eye on that. Seems like we have decent volume in terms of like the market is moving. Popping off of this daily target here, we just have been tanking pretty smoothly. Nice leg of price action to the downside. So we'll wait. I don't know why you wouldn't have seen it. I mean, for me, when I did it, my experience was when I logged into the when I logged into that website, I literally couldn't do anything else but the KYC. It wouldn't let me go anywhere. So I don't know why you don't see it. But that would be the only reason why your buy and sell targets on X are not highlighted, is because you haven't done that yet. So here's the link again. Just post it in the chat. You click on that, you log in there. It literally, even this morning, I don't know why I had to do it again, but this morning I had to do the KYC again, and it wouldn't let, I wouldn't let me do anything without doing it. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say towards that. But if for some reason it's not giving you a pop-up, then maybe go to contracts on the left side of the screen. Maybe go to contracts right here, and maybe it's under here. But again, I don't think that it would. Was anybody else able to do anything once they logged in here besides fill out the KYC? I'm pretty sure it would just pop up for you like it did for me. Probably popped up for everybody else when they first logged in as well. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, came all the way down to 100 and finally, maybe, possibly getting a bounce on this retracement. Or we're just pulling back to go lower again. And there it is. And also, just a reminder for those that have not used TopStep X before, so like this X platform is new to you, Project X platform is new to you. In the manual, there is a section that I did on the X platform when it was just TopStep. So you can refer to that. I'll be updating the manual here very soon with a bunch of other stuff as well. So I'll put some updated info in there on TopOne. But for right now, as a workaround, it's the exact same platform. So I believe I'll go over risk and how to do your, how to put in your settings for your TP and your SL. So it's kind of bracketed already in there. I went over how to set up your charts, copy trading, pretty much all the basic stuff that I was using or I would be using. So I went over all of that. But if there is something in there that is still unclear after watching that to help you set up, then obviously let me know. And guys, we might be flipping here really quickly. we have 50 seconds left, and we might flip the 5 from a trend perspective. I'm waiting for the volume to pop up, but we might be looking at this from the sell side here soon. All right, we still got a lot of volume here on the 5, so we'll be waiting a little bit. See this pullback, and then we'll look to get in. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the 3. I'm assuming the 5 still has a lot of volume too, because the 3-minute does. We still have 320 left in this 5-minute candle. So anyway, go back to the manual for the Project X stuff to help you out there. But if you've used Top Step X, then it's literally the same stuff. But if you never used Top Step X, you might need to reference those videos. All right. Yeah, we'll be waiting maybe another 15 minutes for this 5 minutes to really get in. No updates on the indicator. Nothing's changed there. You haven't been on that long. How are the pups? Three minutes still has a little volume left too, so we're hoping for a pullback into this leg. And the volume can keep going to the other side, not just a straight run. Sell side targets though, I don't even know if I put them in here. Obviously we have a gap. We opened up like 400 points on a push from here, so we have that. I'll mark that. You can still put indicators on the new platform. I don't know what you mean by that. I would say first up gap 18,873 and a quarter for a target. We're not too far from that, so hopefully this doesn't just start to run towards it. Could be a little patient for us. A little pullback maybe. You couldn't use my indicators on the short answer is no. My indicator is not on Top Step on the X. I'm just gonna start calling it the X platform. Again, it's the same exact platform, so nothing's changed. It's just a different name, company name. It's the exact same platform. So whatever you were doing before on the other one, you can do on this one. But no, my indicator unfortunately is not on either one. Eventually, maybe. You can throw your own indicators on there. They have a library of stuff. Not, I mean, your typicals, your standards, moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSIs. Okay, this is good. Getting a little pullback here. We should be, yeah, we're in a stalemate on the 5 and the 3. We're just waiting on volume. So I want the pullback. There will be no rebel entries coming up in here. I'm just gonna make that clear now. We ain't rebelling today. I'm not. Never works out. Still got my losing streak of rebels going strong. We're approaching 19,000. Actually, we already hit 19,000. All right, we just put in a bearish engulfing candle here on the 3. The 3 might flip here with this candle. 5 minutes still is probably maybe 10 minutes out. Just depends. Still quite a bit of volume there. It's kind of interesting where the placement of the 3-minute trend is. This could easily flip back, depending on what happens at 10 o'clock. This could easily flip right back up. The reason why I'm saying that is because our volume on the 5 is still obviously blue. The 3-minute is flipped, but it's like there. And the trend is hugged pretty tight to price right now, and it's not as spread out as it would be if I was to expect that this was a true trend to the downside. So we wait. As of right now, it is pulling back like I want it to. We're about to be in the bottom of the hour. We are on the bottom of the hour. Let's look at the rest of the week on news. Tomorrow is very similar to today. We really don't have any news. We have an 8:30 orange folder. We will trade. We will look at the market. Pretty much all week. Friday, depending on how the rest of the week goes, I might just take it off. Because we got 11 o'clock yellow folder. So definitely Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday we'll TBD it as we get closer to that day. Wednesday is Caden's birthday. Big 4-0. 4-0. Big 4. He's already saying he's 4, obviously. Just finish the rest of this imbalance here on the 3, kind of pushing off of it. Yeah, time does fly. How old is your daughter now, Brittany? She's got to be what, 2, 2.5? Or is she 4 as well? Did we have kids at the same time? Yeah, we did. Yeah, she'll be 4 in December. Yeah, that's right. Man. You're typing directly to me, by the way, but everybody can see it. All right, we're supporting off of 19,000 and we're kind of slowly chopping up, putting in some bullish structure on this leg. I believe that this is probably 382. Yep. That's the 382 that it just kind of pushed off of. Now we're supporting off of 50. Bullish engulfing candle on the 3, so that 3-minute bearish did get violated by a bullish, and now we are pushing up deeper into this retracement. 5-minute is still holding strong on its volume. Let me know if you guys have any questions on anything while we wait. Any topics you want to cover. We got 10 o'clock in 6 minutes. What are we going to do here? Are we going to pop up or are we going to drop? I have 100K and I treat it like a 50. I have a 100K account with TopOne. I treat it like 50 right now. 50K. I'll probably do that. I haven't really made a decision on when I'm gonna up it up to, you know, what I would normally do on 100K, which is 10 contracts, which is double 50. So right now I'm doing 5 contracts. Yeah, so 5 units, 5 contracts. So $10 a point. 250 risk, so 0.25% risk on a 100K. And yeah, I haven't thought about it, but I haven't decided yet when I want to just change that to you know, the normal 10 contracts that I would do on a 100K account. So what I do know is that since I have to trade 14 days anyway, because I didn't get the add-on of the daily payout. I just didn't feel like it was worth it. I still don't, even knowing now that I have to trade 14 days, which I think I knew that, I still don't feel like it's worth it to me. I'm okay with the 14 days. I plan on building a cushion on it anyway. No, I still have the other accounts too. I'm doing both. So yeah, I just felt that the add-on wasn't worth it. I have to trade 14 days. So I'm just gonna trade the 14 days and see where we're at. I believe at this rate, you know, depending, could be anywhere from 6 to 10% growth, and And yeah, I'll take a payout then. I would like that payout to be 4K, and I would like to get all that done before April, so I can take advantage of the 50% off again, because I don't know any plans if they're going to extend it or not. And I'll grab two at that time. I'll grab two 150s, and I'll be maxed out at 3. And the exciting part about that is the 5% extra they give you when you go live. When they move you to a live account, you get an extra 5% of your starting balance. So that's why I'm gonna get two 150s instead of two more 100s. Yeah, you can copy trade. It's the same as Top Step. You own Top Step X, so it's the same. You can copy trade. It's literally the same platform. Literally the exact same platform. If you haven't seen it yet, here. It's literally the exact same platform. Exact same. So you got, your settings and all that stuff, copy trading, all of that. It's all the same. It's exact same. So anything you were able to do when you were trading Top Step X, you can do on this. So Top Step X white labeled Project X. This is called Project X. I didn't realize that until TopOne Futures came out, but it's all the same. Well, since I'm going to be copy trading to larger size accounts, I'm not too worried about it. I'll keep it the same. So let's talk about, so mathematically, if you can imagine this, I don't have anywhere to write this down, but just think mathematically. If in 14 days I'm able to be at 6 to 10%, let's call it in the middle. Let's just say 8% in 14 days, right? Then my goal, if I'm between 8 to 10, I'm definitely taking out 4. If I'm at 6, I may take out a little less. 4, because I have a 100K account, is the max that I can take out every 14 days. It's 4,000. Not a problem. And that only applies to while you're on your straight to funded account. Once you go to your live funded account, after 3 payouts, you can get moved up to live. The risk manager will go over that, yada yada yada. If you haven't watched the video I did on this, watch that. So long story short, when I'm at, my goal is to still have 4,000 left in the account. Yeah, just have separate screens. Yeah, you won't get logged out. I'm not logged out. I'm logged in on both right now. So like if you logged in on your phone and then you had on Top Step X on your phone and Top Step X on the computer, one is going to get shut out. But here it's completely different servers. So it literally have one on one and one on the other. So yeah, you'll be fine there. My goal is to have it on it after this payout is still to have 4. No, they didn't merge. It's 2 different companies. My goal is still to have 4K in the account. So that way my buffer is $4,000. At that point, having a $150,000 account, if I treat them all the same, I'm not really too worried about the accounts. What did you ask me about? The different size accounts. You can literally trade different size accounts, but there's no multiplier like there was with Apex. Like I couldn't go, a 5 lot and then multiply times 2 for my bigger accounts to do with 10 contracts on the other. It's just going to be the same across the board, which is completely fine for me. I don't mind that. So I'll just be really undersized if I'm doing 5 contracts still when I have 4K balance. Then I'll be really undersized on $150,000 accounts. That's fine. I don't care about that either. They're live accounts, so I don't have to worry about getting to a certain number or trading for a goal in terms of passing a challenge and stuff like that. I'm playing more the long game, getting to the live funded stage, receiving that 5% extra on $400,000. That's an additional $20,000 that they're just gonna give me when they pull me up to live. So but at some point, I don't know when, maybe after the first payout, and I'll grow a little buffer on the 150Ks as well, I'll bump it up to 10 contracts. I just don't know what that number is going to be yet. I'm cool with the 5 right now. That's why I asked you guys that question for those that were on TopOne, because I haven't felt anything whatsoever. I asked you guys in the chat if anybody was on TopOne, if you felt a difference in your mindset, your mental trading this week, right? Just because, one, if you took my advice and undersized yourself, under leveraged yourself, there should be a difference there. But then two, not having a competition or a challenge mindset behind you where you have to get to somewhere, and then when you get there you don't get anything. You have to then reach in your pocket and then pay more to then get something. But you know, that was fine. Obviously we did it and we do it. It's fine. It is what it is. But the first part of it really is like, especially if you felt that you were one of the ones that was in that challenge mode, like I gotta get it, I can't go backwards. You know, if I lose a day, it feels like, you know, it feels like you feel something, like you feel like I gotta go get it back because I'm on a challenge, I want to get it done in X amount of days. Then you put a whole game plan, around passing this challenge, and then getting to that first payout, you put so much pressure on yourself to be like, all right, $500 a day or $1,000 a day. $1,000, I'm done in 3 days. $500, I'm done in 6 days, right? Average, most people pass in 2 weeks, and then you see other people passing and all this other stuff, and then that puts pressure on you. It's like, oh shit, this person passed. How did they pass? We took the same trades. What are they doing? What am I not doing? And then you're messaging them on the sidebar and saying like, how are you getting in that trade? And then they're telling you, and then you're doing what they're, you know, it's just a lot, right? Am I preaching to anybody? It could become a lot. It could be a lot of pressure. So I was just wondering if that added pressure was relieved by anybody, if you felt that. I see Paula says yes, definitely yes. Marlon says yes as well. And it's a good option just to be able to diversify, I believe, especially with it being such a simple exchange in terms of a platform. It's the exact same platform. You can have it side by side. You easily could set buy limits, especially in a market where we're not rushed into a position because the market's moving so fast. We can easily be like, all right, we're going to sell limit at 200. You can put that in on one, you can go put that in on the other and not miss the trade, and then just, see whatever happens. So it's a good opportunity to diversify for those that are already deep in on challenges or past your challenge. So it's a good opportunity to diversify. If your goal is to get to the live funded stage where they call you up to live, I don't think that there's any competition when it comes to what TopOne offers to what TopStep offers. The benefits are ridiculous, in my opinion. I don't disagree with that. First time challenger, and TopOne has challenges, right? TopOne definitely has challenges as well, and they're the same price as TopStep. So I don't disagree with a first timer treating it like a practice account type of thing, especially when they're, like you just said, George, trying to get used to it. I don't think I agree. I don't think I disagree with that at all. I think I agree with that. Because the first timer, they have to go through the process of raising their belief level too. And paying $50 to raise your belief level is a lot different than paying $300 or $400 or $500. It's like, damn, I don't even know if I could do this yet, and I'm already spending $500. I get that. Well, we're not even close to flipping the 5. I think the 5 is probably getting more volume back into it. We have retraced pretty decently here. Oh no, the volume's getting eaten up a little bit. a safe bet here would honestly, we'll see where the 5 changes, if it changes, on if this is just a retracement to go lower. The 19050 area is like the higher low here on this pullback. We'll see. What time is it? Oh, it's already 10:07. So we kind of blew past the bottom of the hour and the top of the hour already. I agree with that too, Ken. You know, brand new person can just paper trade. I feel like I don't know. I feel like an attachment to money coming out is it still has some power to it. You might take it a little bit more seriously than just coming on here, grabbing a paper trade account and then just, doing that. I highly agree with demo accounts for sure. But once you put money on the table, there's a different type of, like, again, I tell you guys all the time, there's levels to this, and there's no emotion behind me coming over here, grabbing my demo account and literally just pressing the sell button right now, right? If I want to just press a sale, there's no emotion behind that. I don't care if I win. I don't care if I lose. There's nothing attached to that. So you have to direct the person in the right way when they go on the demo. It's like, look, you need to treat this as real as possible. We're not in alignment for anything, so don't take anything. If we're in alignment, then take it, right? You'll see the real life swings of losing a trade, winning a trade. Once a person on a demo account, the only thing I care about for a person is them not making mistakes on their platform. That's the only thing I care about. I don't care about the wins or losses. I just don't want you to come back to me and say, I hit the buy button when I was supposed to hit the sell button. Until you can get rid of that, there's no point of you going to spend any money. Once you can press the correct buttons, you can match colors. Just dealing with my system, you can match colors. You're able to understand what a close is, what a retest is. You're able to understand what a sale is and what a buy is. You understand at this point now buy limits and sell limits as well. Like, until you're able to smoothly hit the correct buttons at the right time, there's no point of spending any money, investing any money. Once you are able to do that successfully, then you can go into a smaller challenge, because once you do that successfully, now we have to deal with the attachment to money that people don't know that they have, because they had never been in this type of situation before. So spend $50, $100, $150, fine. Get a whatever account if you're tight for cash or whatever the case may be. But that might be a best play anyway. So do that, and then you're gonna start to feel different things, because of paper trading, no emotion. Your whole goal there was the level that you needed to pass there was making sure that you could press the right button. Marlo, I did the 100K account with TopOne. I have a 50% off coupon. You can use code HDC, and there's a link in the Telegram group as well, but I'll send it to you right now. We're getting a nice drop here. Let's see what happens. 5 minute. I'm gonna stay on the 5 minute for a little bit. Stay on the 5 minutes since that's what we need. It's close. It's close. It's close. We're at the bottom here. We'll see what happens. So yeah, you put a little bit of money out there, and then there's a different type of emotions that you may or may not have to deal with. And a lot of that is gonna be probably like, your FOMO or your fear of loss. Again, bringing in the challenge aspect and things like that. Those are things that most people have never put themselves in a position to experience. So I would say a high percentage of people, when they first start trading and there's money on the table, they experience that. Now, because of prop firms and because the low cost to entry, it's not, it's $50. So, I mean, that may be a lot to some people. I'm not saying that it's not a lot of money, but it becomes it's not as bad as blowing a $3,000 account that you just funded with your real money. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's not as bad, right? So $50, if you lost the challenge because some of those issues crept in, cool. Identify them. It's $50. Reset the account. But having those issues come in and you just blew a $3,000 account, it's a little different. It's a little different feeling. And that was because that was your real money. Like that was yours. Like, you know, $50 to get a $50,000 account. The only thing that you really invested on that at the time will be $50, and then you have to invest another $150. So $200 max to get access to $50K. So yeah. I didn't have prop firm when I first started. I mean, you know, we oh, hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, prop firms weren't a thing, at least that I knew about when I first got started. So everything was money, your real money. Yeah. Hugo's Way was my broker. After getting out of the HFX vibes, because with HFX it was what was it called? I went on there for a reason. HFX was I put that so far out of my head. What was the name of those brokers? Pocket Options was one, but the one I used the most was like a blue background. What was that thing called? Pocket Options was one of them. I don't remember what the other ones were called. No, not Nadex. Nadex is actually a legit broker. Yeah, Nadex is actual legit. They're still around. That one's based out of Chicago. It wasn't Nadex though. It was Pocket Options, and then there was a couple spin-offs of the same broker. What was it called? I do not remember. It's not important. But yeah, it's good to be out of that vibe. And if you're thinking about oops. Okay, we are 350 out from maybe being in alignment here and actually taking out the low I was talking about. Nice retracement up here, 175, and getting some push to the downside. We still got 330 left in this candle though. Oops, that's not what I want. Marlo, if you're still there, I just sent you a message on Telegram. We are trying to flip the 5. We are trying to flip the 5. Looking good. Let's see. We got 30 seconds left in this 3-minute candle. And then we'll have another 3 minutes that we'll need to wait just to make sure this 5 is solidified. Looks like it will be, but I want to wait. I waited this long. Might as well wait another 3 minutes just to make sure. And then we'll see where we're below. Right now, we're about to close below. No. Yes. We just closed below 50. Still got time. 2 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. I'm gonna wait for a full close on the 5. So I'm not jumping in this right now. I'm gonna wait for the full 5 close. Gonna wait for the full 5 to close. So that would be the 5-minute will close, and then this 3-minute candle. So we have 2.5 minutes before we can look to take an entry here. Yeah, it was Vid Forex. That was it, Sharif. Vid Forex. That was it. That was it. Oh, they're still around? Oh my gosh, this is still the actual broker? I am so shocked. Regulated, it says. They used to have like this super sketchy chat where they would have like these Hooters style assistants, like outfit wise, just like on video responding to messages. Did anybody ever there? Is anybody know what I'm talking about? It was so weird. Now they just have this guy. This guy's just staring at you, looking very sketchy. Still a very sketchy looking platform here. I don't even know how they're still around. All right, 44 seconds left. The 5-minute is not. No, we did not flip on that candle. We're in a new 5-minute, so I'm going to wait. We did not flip on that candle. That candle closed back blue, so I'm waiting another 5 to see what happens here. Rejecting off of 100 at the moment, off the 3. But that 5-minute did not close blue, and this is a new 5-minute candle that has showing red again. So technically we didn't take out this low either. We wicked below it. Actually, we didn't even wick below it, not even below the lowest wick. So holding off for right now. I'll stay on the 5-minute. 340 left in that candle. Well, I hope that entry takes us to 050 that you just took on at 100. But I'm not liking that we're I would have liked to seen us take out this low. This one here, we didn't do that. You're out already. We have a minute 40 left in this 5-minute candle. And 30 seconds left in this 3-minute candle. All right. We did bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing, and now we're bearish candle. So it's starting to violate this there. Less than a minute in this 5-minute stick. As long as this doesn't go bullish, we should flip. I'm on the 5-minute chart right now. We got 7 seconds here. All right, that 5-minute stick closed above 100. So I'm not going to take 100 right now on this 3-minute candle. I am open to 150 though. If it comes up to 150, I'll get in there. If we close below 100 on this 3-minute candle, I'll take an entry if we retest there. I'm not a huge fan of this though. It's not your typical setup. Yeah, we are holding in that order block. I see that. That's what's marked up here. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I kind of would like to see the 3-minute close above 100. We got 30 seconds left and it might do that. If retracement to a 71, so 18,800 is what we'd be looking for. That 5-minute is so bare. Just put in a bullish engulfing candle in the 3-minute here. 5-minute had a bullish engulfing candle, and this is the continuation up at the moment. 2 minutes to go. I'm not really sold on anything. I'm gonna hold off on 150 at the moment. Not really liking any of this. 200 looks good. 200 will still be in alignment. It might not be in alignment on the one, honestly. The only thing I like about 200 is it's played around here quite a bit on the left side. I'm sorry, not 200, 150. The only thing I like about 150 is that it's played around 150 quite a bit on the left side. But now the 5 minute is now creeping back blue. So it's not technically in a stalemate yet. It's still a minute 15, but it is starting to show that it's, you know, the sellers aren't really there. I'm not taking this trade. It could definitely probably give you a pop to 25 points or something like that. It's not worth it for me though. I'm not taking this. There it is if you want it. Let me know if you're in. This is an active candle on the 5, so technically not in the stalemate yet, but it might close that way. I'm not in this trade. I'm not taking this. It's going to work out probably because I'm not in it. Which is fine. I do hope at the most that it gives you 25 points. And that's it. I don't want it to go 100. Being a little bit of a hater. That is true. I don't feel like I need to be in this position. If it works out, it works out. All right, any other questions? Five-minute continuation, 3-minute bullish engulfings, kind of small there. There's 25 points on that. Let's see if it bounces off of 125 or it continues down. It would at least made it to break even on that entry. 5-minute is, yeah, I mean, 5 minutes trying to come back bearish. We could very well catch this on the buy side. I feel like the 3-minute is getting eaten up on the volume too, and it's just needs a higher high. I mean, we either need a higher high, and then we'll probably be good to buy, or we need a lower low. It's kind of that's my comfort level right now. If we can, even if we close below 100, I might take a stab at that. But we'll see how the 5 is. The 5 is playing around. It looks like it did hold on that 5-minute stick. Yeah, that last 5 minutes did close red, but now we're fighting between buyers and sellers here, so. Marlo, I just saw your message. Sorry. I wouldn't add on any of the add-ons. Personally, I did not add on any of the add-ons. I was kind of talking about that earlier. I just didn't feel like there was a 0.2 adding on anytime payouts. Main reason I say that is because one, I want to build a cushion on here. They also have a 20% consistency rule. So I looked at it like, if there's a consistency rule, the most I want to make is $1,000, because if I make $1,000, then that means I need to get my account to $5 grand in order to take a payout. I plan on going to 6 anyway. So, and then that's probably going to could take 14 days. So it just didn't make any sense to spend that extra money to have an add-on when I'm probably not going to use it. The daily drawdown, I really think that's ridiculous to add that on. There should be absolutely no way that you're losing 2.5% in a day if you're trading and risking the way that I teach. So yes, I also thought that was pointless to do. Especially again, same kind of reasons too. Well, one, I think it's ridiculous to lose 2.5% a day, but two, again, they have a consistency rules during the sim funded phase. They have a consistency rule, so you know, you risking large means you have to grow your account further, which again, it's not a bad thing. It just depends on when you're looking to take payouts and stuff like that. So that would have been a break even and out. Yes. So I didn't really miss anything there. And it looks like the 1 minute's about to be in a stalemate. 5 minutes back in a stalemate. So yeah. No trades right now. You're welcome, Marlo. You're welcome. So yeah, my goal is to max out on those 3 accounts this month, because I don't know what they're going to do in April in terms of 50% off or not. Right now it's 50% off. And playing the long game there. Yes, it's crazy. Well, I didn't want it to drop 100 points without me. So yeah, or at least even 50. No, I'm gonna make the other 2 accounts 150Ks. So I'll do George's consistency rule first because that's easy, and then I'll explain why I'm doing it that way again. I talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but I'm not sure if you were here yet, Marlo. So consistency rule, the 20% consistency rule only applies to your straight to funded accounts. After your 3 payouts and they have the discussion with you, calling you up to live, consistency rule goes away. You can withdraw every day. I believe there may be still some drawdown implications there, but everything else that you would have added on anyway here, it's gone. So the consistency rule during this stage, which is really the only one up that I believe Top Step really has on them, is the consistency rule. Because with Top Step, they don't care how much money you make in a day. You can make as much as you want, and they will, they're not gonna hold you back from taking a payout. Consistency means that whatever your largest day is, it cannot be more than your account balance, your total account balance. If it is, it's not a bad thing. It's not a breach. It's not a rule breaker. It's just saying that they want you to make equal to that amount or more. So if I make $1,000 and you take out your phone or whatever, if you go $1,000 divided by 20%, you're going to come up with $5,000. So if I make $1,000, then I need my account balance when I'm ready to take a payout to be 5,000 or more. So I can make $1,000 today. If my account balance isn't 5,000, that's fine. I just know that my target to make a payout is $5,000. If I make 1,500 divided by 20%, you got to make 7,500. If I make $2,000, 20 divided by 20%, I'm looking at 10,000 on my account balance. All right. So that's what the consistency rule is. Apex has a 30% consistency rule. TopOne has a 20% consistency rule. Top Step doesn't have a consistency rule. You can make as much as you want and take a payout on it. Once you're called up to live, consistency rule goes away, and you can have daily payouts as well on those accounts. So that's what consistency rule is. To answer your question on YouTube, Marlo, all 3 of my accounts are not going to be the same. I'm going to go to the $150,000 accounts, and the reason it is, one, I'm going to plug my video here. If you haven't watched this, watch this. Talk about it a little bit in here. Share. Copy. If you haven't seen this video here, on 300 views, nice. Over here on I talk about TopOne futures. Watch that. But the main thing in here, which I'm gonna do a dedicated video for it, is, let me see if I can pull it up in the FAQs. The reason why I'm going to get the higher size accounts is because they give you an extra 5%, which is, in my opinion, the hammer drop on all the other companies. Is it here? Let's go live. Here it is. All right, this right here is very key to the decision making on how you should get your accounts. Obviously, one is going to be affordability, and two, but if you use the payout to do it, then obviously you got it. They're going to give you an extra 5% of your total account balance on top of what you've earned in your live funded when they move you up to live. So just to back up, this is all about transitioning you to live capital. So when you first buy your sim funded account, it's a straight to funded account, no challenge. Once you pay for it, you got it. All right. Your goal there is to, depending on what size account you got, I got 100K. So your goal there is to build the buffer, get paid out, right? Build the buffer, get paid out. So using what I plan on doing, our goal is to get between 6 to 10% before I take a payout. 8 would be great. 8 to 10 would be awesome. 8% is 8,000 on a 100K account. At that point, I plan on taking out $4 grand. Okay. I'll take out the max, $4 grand. After 3 successful payouts moving forward, so once I do that, I'll grab $250,000 accounts. Moving down here to the bottom, the main reason that is because at that time I will have $400,000 in funds. Okay, I'll have $400,000 in funds, and because I have $400,000 in funds, when they call me up to live capital, they're going to give me an additional 5% of the 400,000 on top of what I am moving into live. So let's just say between the 3 accounts, I got 40,000. All right. This is post withdrawals. I have 40,000 that I plan on moving into live, but my starting account balance is 400,000. So 400,000, they're going to give me an extra 5% of that. So 400,000 times 5% is 20 grand. So I earned the 4,000. They gave me an additional 20. I have 60,000 now that is going into my live funded account. So that's the reason why had I known this before, I would have went with a $150,000 account in the beginning. But it's okay, not a big deal. I'll just get 2 from 150s, and then it's it's just extra money, which nobody has corrected me about this. No company is doing that. No company is doing that. That has a path to live funding. So does that make sense? Yeah, the extra 5% is huge. So you get 3 100Ks, 3 150Ks. That's your and work them, manage them. Be an account manager. Treat them small, let them grow, get a buffer, then go normal size, grow more, all of that good stuff. Manage them properly. And when it's time for you to get called up to live, grow that account balance. And when it's time to get called up to live, you're going to be going there with whatever you earned in all 3 accounts, plus an extra 5% on your starting account balances, which is huge. I thought when I first read this that it was just going to be on 1 account. But here it is right here. Trader has 3 150K sim funded accounts, so 450K total. Total balance across all 3 accounts is 490,000. So that means they made 90 grand. All 3 payouts on each account. So 40,000 in profit. I'm sorry, they made 40 grand, not 90 grand. So 40,000 in profit. So the 40,000 is what they earned. That's going into live. Plus 22,500. That's 450 times 5%. It's 22,500. So they're going into live with 62,500. That right there makes it a no-brainer. Made it a no-brainer for me. It just doesn't. It just makes too much sense. And then this table is just a whole nother crazy add-on. They give you more money as you withdraw. Now, to answer your question, Paula, does it add to current account or a separate account? I believe this. I don't know the answer 100%, but I believe that I'm correct in saying that your bonus, your 5% bonus, and your balance is all in one account. These, I do know for sure, are going to be additional accounts. They're not going to be added to your balance. They're going to be another account, and you just copy trade to them. But when you, after, not your original withdrawals, another thing about this company is you get to keep the first 20,000. Now that is 20,000 total. It's not 20,000 per account. So after $20,000 in withdrawals, then you do your 90-10 split. But once you go to live and you start withdrawing from your live account, they're going to give you even more money. You withdraw your first 10K, they give you 50K. You withdraw another 15, they give you 75. Withdraw another 25, they give you 125. Withdraw another 25, they give you another 125. Withdraw another 25, they give you another 125. 50, 250, 50, 250, 100, 500, 150, 1 million. So all in all, you've withdrawn at this point, you've withdrawn 500,000, and they've given you up until this point 2.5 million. That again just was another huge separator. So it's pretty dope. I like it a lot, clearly. I don't think a lot of people are really digging into this because I haven't seen it talked about too much on like YouTube and stuff like that. This company's not talked about a lot on YouTube anyway. But yeah. But I don't think that really people really understand what this means. This is huge. And here's that everything being removed. So consistency rule removed, no maximum withdrawal limits, daily payouts, and here's a clear path. All right, guys, I don't think we're doing anything. We got 15 minutes left here. We didn't even do market review. Does anybody want me to do a couple of days from last week or anything like that? Or if there's any other questions. If you're watching the YouTube, if you can give it a like real quick, that'll be dope. Thank you. If you like it. Only do it if you like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Just don't dislike it. That would hurt. Don't dislike it. So once you have two 150K accounts, what would your contracts be? Still the 5, or will you add to what 15? No, I'll honestly, like I said, I would probably just keep it the same. I won't add on more contracts. I'm not gonna add, I'm gonna allow my 100K account to be the leader in the other ones. Meaning, I want the account, because that's my first one, so I want my account balance there to make the decisions on what I'm doing with the other ones. Or so if I make a decision to up my risk on my 100K, obviously it's gonna up my risk on my 150s as well. And so they will just be moving along for the ride. So just because I'm getting 150K doesn't mean I'm gonna change my risk on my 100K. Since that's the lower size, I'm gonna allow that one to be the position leader. So if I'm still doing 5 contracts on my 100K, that means I'm doing 5 contracts on my 150s as well. When I bump up to 10, I'll be bumping up to 10 on my 150s. I'm okay with the small growth. Like, I don't care about that. Yes, because I started with 100K. If you started with 150K, then treat them, in my opinion, the way I would do it is to treat them all like 100Ks. So if you start with 100K, treat it like a 50. Try not to start with the 50K, but if you did, treat it like a 25. But yeah, because I got 100K to start, that's the way I'm doing it. But had I got 150K to start, I would be doing 10 contracts. Not I guess 15. Ken's got a good plan here too. He said he's using 8, $400 risk, $800, $400 risk, $800 gain. Yeah. Yeah, 8 times 2 is 16, so 16 times 25 is 400. Stalemate on all. We're almost to the bottom of the hour. We'll be back live tomorrow. No action today, no trades at all. Market could move later. So if you're still watching and you want to find an opportunity, wait for it to get in alignment and then take your shot. We are moving extremely slow right now, though, compared to what we've been doing. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that plan. 8 contracts sounds good. I think that's playing small for sure. On a 150K account, $6,000 is the max drawdown. So 8 contracts, $400 per trade. That means you would have to lose 15 trades in a row to hit your max drawdown. All right, family. If you're going to be checking this out, need a higher high. We need to get above 300, really. Close above 300 on the 5. Slowly moving in that direction, but still has the top of this overall pretty quick push down in order to really flip. So I still think this can go either way. The true determination would be if this can get above 250, and if it can get above 250, you might have a shot this afternoon or in the next hour if you wanted it. I wouldn't be opposed if you did, especially since we didn't have anything this morning. $15-minute had a bearish engulfing candle. I wouldn't really say that continued. There was another bear candle, but there was clearly buyers at 19,000. And then we bullish engulfed, bullish, and now we're at the top. So 19,200 to 19,250 is going to be problem child for the market pushing through. But if it does push through there, then you might have something on the other side. All right. I'll leave you guys to do what you want with that. But for the rest of us, and to looking at tomorrow, we will be live. We got some Roaring Shoulder news at 8:30, so we'll be live tomorrow. And if needed, do a Q&A. And we didn't do market review today, so if you guys are interested in that, we could look at that tomorrow as well. But that's it from me for now. We're in the bottom of the hour, and we're still kind of moving slowly. Tomorrow is another day. All right, family. I will see you guys then. Have an amazing Monday. If there's anything you guys need from me, you know where to find me. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Leave a like on the way out. Appreciate you. Subscribe if you're not. We'll be back tomorrow. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a great day, y'all. Peace out for now.
I didn't mean to miss you like I do, but I can't get over you. Everything I see turns to blue. Oh, I wish it wasn't true, but I see your